just arrived. Ambassador Dr. Sima Karetnaya. She is the U.S. appointed Ambassador of Health to the United Nations and Global Peace Ambassador to the United Nations. Please put the khada on her. She is also the USA representing public health expert, International Society of Health Education. Here she comes, Ambassador Dr. Sima Karetnaya.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gemeyer. Good afternoon, everyone. I am happy to greet all of you. I am happy that we are finally here, gathering together after almost 2 years of suffering and isolation created by the most horrific, the most horrendous pandemic that our human history has witnessed in the last decades. Because the COVID-19 pandemic wasn't just a pandemic. It was an emotional crisis. It was a public health crisis. It was an economic crisis. It was a relationship crisis between many of us. And what I noticed, me personally, is how different communities acted towards one another and towards other communities. The COVID-19 crisis actually brought out many negative and positive qualities of many people that are members of the various communities of diversity of our great New York City. And I would like to say that the Nepalese community has been one of the friendliest and one of the most humble communities that I've witnessed. And what I came to the conclusion of is that Nepal, which is the acronym for Never-Ending Peace and Love, is basically the utopia of the world, which means the, if not perfect, very near perfect nation that has the tendency to naturally unite all the different communities and all the different professions and all the different walks of life for the benefit, not of itself, but for the benefit of humanity. The Nepalese never look out for their best interest. They look out for others' best interest. Thank you. They look out for the electing and re-electing of other community representatives so that everybody benefits, so that the fruits are collected from the benefits of all the communities. And this is what I totally praise, because I've been working with many communities, African American, Latin American, Russian speaking, Asian, Indian, Nepalese, every community I've been in, and what I've seen is that the Nepalese community is the supervisor that I like to call it. You know, what they do is they supervise all the other communities to do their job. And their job, not in terms of, distributing food and doing all these different things for photo ops and then benefit from the government. No, doing their job towards serving humanity, towards fulfilling their mission on Earth, fulfilling what they have to get done, and that's why they were born and grown on this earth, to help humanity survive, and not just survive and not just exist, but thrive. And as an ambassador of health and global peace, it's not a coincidence that I was appointed to be both. I am going to continue, of course, taking care of restructuring and rebuilding the public health system, not only in the United States, but globally. But I am also going to have an immense pleasure working with representatives of such wonderful communities as the Nepalese community to assist me in all of my missions, proposals, and initiatives that are going to take place very aggressively after the general election, because we know we're all very busy worrying about how the election outcome will be. So after the general election, much of great change is going to happen. And take my word for that. In the first year, you're not going to recognize New York City at least, if not the entire country. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ambassador Karetnaya, for your valuable speech.